was expecting Broner to throw a little more punches. He hardly threw. He was holding too much. I don't know if he had any problems, but Broner took advantage of it and clearly won.
In the last round, when he actually knocked him down, it's like, should he have started that earlier? That style?
He should have started earlier, and but Porter got up, and he knows how to survive, and he did enough to survive.
Robert Garcia, can I get a picture? Thank you.
You're his idol.
Who do you want to see him fight next, Robert?
When you're looking at Broner tonight, do you see a guy who's doing the best he can, getting everything out of himself he can, or a guy that could do better?
I think Broner could do a lot better. He could do a lot better. I don't know if it's the way he's training. I hear he trains very hard. I don't know. That I have no call there because I'm not around his training, but I think he could have. I was expecting a little more from him.
Do you feel like Chino Maidana fought a tougher Broner back in 2013, late 2013, than we saw tonight?
I think definitely. Chino told us that he was very, very strong and hit very, very hard, and he actually proved it. He's got his power, but he just doesn't throw his punches. He's too much worried about holding and not getting hit.
How about Maidana and Porter?
That'd be an interesting fight, It'd be an interesting fight, It'd be a brutal war, These guys would just go to war for 12 rounds if it lasts 12 rounds.
Robert, what are you thinking about next week's big fight in LA? Jesse Vargas, Tim Bradley.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Tim Bradley's got the experience, but he's been through a lot of wars, and Jesse Vargas is tough, durable. So I'm expecting a really good fight.
Jesse's the underdog. Would you be surprised if he actually pulls it off and not just gives a good fight?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's got the chance. He's got the tools to do it. He's young, he's hungry, and Timothy Bradley's been in too many wars already. So we don't know. We'll see. Next weekend. But I still think Bradley wins that decision.
I think Bob Arum told our guy right here that Rios and Brooks supposed to get announced here in the next week or two.
Well, hopefully, man. There was a few things that we had to work out. But money was a main thing. Going to his hometown, we had to make sure Brandon was getting what he deserves. And it looks like Cameron Duncan pulled it up. He's very close to making that fight happen.
Robert, does this fight hurt Broner a lot? Do you think his marketability or anything, or can he bounce back from this?
I do think so. He's very flashy. He talks a lot, and for him to perform like this, it does hurt. But he could bounce back. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about his training. I don't know if he had any injuries or anything. But I think he could have done a little bit better.
You think he could have fought like the 12th round? He could have fought earlier in the fight like that?
I think he should have started earlier. He started off too late, and it was too late. One round wasn't enough to win a fight.
Robert, Brooks, a top